Good evening everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officer Study 24/7. So how are you all? Let me know. Apart from that, first of all, this is our session which we are having every day at 7 p.m. from Monday to Saturday for your IFS, that is paper number 1 of JAIIB. So as we know, in the May 2024 we have our JAIIB paper, and the first paper that we have to give is IFS, second will be PBB, third will be AFM, and the fourth will be your retail banking and wealth management. All the 4 subjects have huge syllabus. The 4 modules are there and around 30 units. Like RBWM have 30 units, AFM, IFS have 45 units, and PPB have 55 units. So a lot to cover, a lot of things we have to do to clear this particular paper, because the paper is tough comparative to the earlier years. The paper is lengthy because the statement based questions are there. The language is tricky, and it was made tricky for making sure that you won't understand the concepts, that you won't understand what question is actually asking for. So we have to make sure like we are reading each and everything properly with the conceptual understanding, having proper revision, focusing on proper practice and all. So these are the only things that we have to do. We have to be consistent in covering the conceptual classes, second revising those, and third practicing questions on that. If you continue these 3 things for the next 3 to 4 months, definitely you will clear your paper in the first attempt. But yes, if there is no consistency, somehow you are covering the paid classes, you are covering the conceptual classes, but you are not properly doing revision, you are not properly giving topic wise test, then there is a chances that somehow we can lose in the paper. So do not take this risk. There is a paper we have to give, and we already know, we know already that in May this paper is going to happen, and we have to give this paper, and we know we need minimum 50 marks in each and every subject. So what we are waiting for? When you already know everything what is going to happen, then prepare for it. Okay, so that's why we have already started these Achiever series for you for all the 4 subjects of JAIIB. The Achiever series will be available for your English medium batches, English medium for the candidates who are not good in the bilingual in the Hindi language. So for them, these English medium Achiever series have been started, and for those who want a bilingual session, there is a Lakshya series available. So you can watch either of them with whatever language you are comfortable with. So now if I talk about IFS, we have started this session, and today it's the class number 11. The class number 11, when we are talking about, that's your last unit of module A. So module A we have covered wholly. So full module A we have covered, in which each and every day we have discussed one particular unit. So today this class number 11 will cover your all the units of module A, and the last unit of module A is unit number 11, that named as issues facing Indian economy. Clear? So here today we will be ending our module A of IFS by covering 11 units of module A. Clear? Now, so first of all, before starting the session, before moving forward, I will be your mentor for IFS and PPB, that is your paper 1 and paper 2. If you want to check the Achiever series for PPB, that is available at 6 a.m. Monday to Saturday. And if you want to check IFS other sessions also, Monday to Saturday, these sessions are going on in the evening at 7 p.m. So do make sure you are joining both the session. It is very important. Okay. Now, before moving forward to the questions, now let's start with the understanding of the chapter, like what this chapter is talking about. As the name says, issues facing Indian economy. This whole chapter talks about what issues the Indian economy is facing. Now, if we talk about Indian economy, a lot of issues we are facing. If I talk about the major shocks which somehow affect the growth of the economy, we have such 3 shocks in the country. That is 3 major shocks in the economy in the last 4 decades. The first one was balance of payment crisis that happened in 1991. So the first major shock we have faced was balance of payment crisis that happened in 1991. And because of that, we have introduced the LPG policy. And that was your balance of payment crisis. It means the inflow was less in comparison to outflow. And that's how the balance of payment crisis have been seen. The second major shock that we have seen, that was global financial crisis. So this crisis started from USA, but somehow it affected all the countries in the world. Reason behind it, because all the countries are interconnected and dependent to each other, because we have started cross-border transaction of goods and services, of culture, of skills, of knowledge, of resources, of everything. That's why the USA's crisis affected all the countries in the world. It impacted India as well. Okay, and the third major shock that we have faced was your COVID-19 pandemic that all the country in the world have faced. So COVID-19 pandemic also was a major shock for the economy, and it was also said by Reserve Bank of India, like still we are struggling to come over from the effect of your COVID-19, and we have to face this effect till 2034-35. That was a statement of Reserve Bank of India, that India will be keep facing loss in the economy or keep facing problems in the economy due to COVID-19 till 2034-35. That was the RBI said. Okay. Apart from that, inflation is rising. That's one of the major issue in the country, that continuous inflation is rising, because if inflation is rising, it's increasing your cost of living. If your cost of living is increasing, somehow people's demand will decrease in the future, and so does the production, GDP and growth as well. Because let's say, for example, to fulfill my basic needs in 1 month, I need 10,000 rupee. What are my basic needs? Food, shelter, clothes, primary education, clean drinking water, etc., etc. So to fulfill all these basic needs in a month, I need, let's say, 10,000 rupees. Now, because the inflation is rising, prices are rising. Now I need 20,000 rupees in a month to do what? To simply fulfill my basic needs. So the way inflation is rising, my salary is not rising accordingly. So it means the value of money I have is decreasing. So it means I have to somehow compromise with certain needs of mine or certain wants of mine so that I can survive in the economy. For that, I will reduce the demand of goods and services which I do not actually necessarily needs. So that's how I will decrease my demand. That's how the production will decrease. That's how the GDP will decrease. And because of all these, you can see economic growth of the country will increase. So this is one of the reasons. Apart from that, we have a jobless growth in the country. This is one of the major reason or major issue. What is jobless growth? When in your country, you can see your GDPs keep rising, but people are not getting employment. No, there is no changes in the poverty level. Poverty level is increasing. Unemployment level is increasing. But your GDP is also increasing. It means that's a jobless growth. So you are keep producing goods and services. Your GDP is increasing, but you are not creating any jobs for the people. You are not providing income to the people. You are not making their livelihood better. But yes, your production is increasing. That's your jobless growth. Okay, so these are the certain basic major issues that Indian economy is facing. Now let's move forward to the questions and discuss what are the content. What is the content we have to study in this particular chapter? So the first question in front of you is this. Dash due to advent of a new COVID variety are undermining manufacturer confidence. Cost pressure from increasing energy. Then raw material prices, drop in demand, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, and 1, 2, 3. So simply question is asking dash due to the advent of new COVID variety are undermining the manufacturer's confidence. So because of the COVID-19 variety, we have seen the manufacturer's confidence was losing. They were thinking that there is no need of producing more goods and services because people will not demand in the future. So which of the following is it? A, B, C or D? A, B, C or D? And the right answer for the same will be there was a drop in demand, there was raw material prices increasing, there was cost pressure from increasing energy. So right answer will be your D, that is all of the above 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so your right answer will be D. All was there, and all these three situations we have seen because of what? Because of the new COVID variety. Okay, all these have been faced by the manufacturer. Now next. Next question is asking, according to IMF, what is IMF? We have studied, it is International Monetary Fund. It's an international organization which helps its member country in the economic crisis or balance of payment crisis situation. So according to IMF's April 2022 report, World Economic Outlook, the Indian economy would grow by dash in fiscal year 2023 before slowing down to dash in fiscal year 23-24. So what actually the IMF said about your Indian economy? Like what growth will be there in 22-23 and what growth will be there in 23-24? So it's very obvious the 22-23 growth will be high compared to 23-24. So which of the following is it? And the right answer is your D option, because the IMF said it will be 8.9% in 22-23 and it will drop to the 6.9% in 23-24. So your right answer will be your D option. Okay, do remember this. This is for 2020-23, 23-24. And this is the estimation. Whenever you see now that IMF have said this growth will be there in 22-23, in 23-24, in 24-25, all these are the estimations. Not only IMF but also World Bank, ADB, AIB, NSO, the central government of yours, they all estimate these kind of growth, the future growth of your countries. Okay. Now, as per Planning Commission, that was the planning body of our country, established in 1950, 2011, 12% of population below poverty line in rural areas. It was more comparative to your urban areas, and very obvious why. Because in rural area, we have less resources, we have less options for the job and etc. for the people. So the question is asking, as per Planning Commission estimates, the percentage of population which is living below poverty line in rural area was 13, 20, 25, 37. And the right answer will be your 25%. That is option number C. Okay. So do remember 25.7% was there in the rural area and 13.7% is there in the urban area which are living in the below poverty line. So right answer is C option, and for urban area it will be 13. Next question. RBI supports the economic growth through which of the following? Supply side factor, demand side factor. So if you remember, the RBI makes monetary policy. Okay. Monetary policy have an objective to maintain the price stability in the economy. And to maintain this price stability, you can find out that RBI is doing what? RBI is simply making it sure that the money supply will be proper in the economy. So, RBI changes the policy rates. Sometimes RBI increases this policy rate, sometimes RBI decreases this policy rate, because it increases money supply and it decreases money supply in the economy. Okay, so whenever RBI increases policy rates, your money supply will be decreased because loans are becoming costlier. Whenever RBI decrease the policy rates, the money supply will increase because your loan became cheaper. So this is how RBI changes the money supply. Now, as per the money supply available with people, their demand will decrease or their demand will increase. If they have less money, their demand will be less. If they have more money, their demand will be more. It means very obvious, RBI supports the economic growth on the basis of your demand side factor. RBI cannot say the manufacturer to start manufacturing or to start manufacturing of this much amount of goods or that much amount of services. No, RBI cannot order the institution, the manufacturing units. It can be done by Government of India only. So how RBI will be performing, or how RBI will be helping us out in the economic growth of the country? By creating demand in the market. So when RBI decreases the policy rates, people have more money supply. When people have more money supply, they will demand more goods and services. When they demand more goods and services, you will be producing more goods and services. When you produce more goods and services, your GDP will increase. When your GDP increases, automatically your economic growth will increase. So what RBI is doing? Simply demand side factors. So the right option will be your B option. Only two. Okay. So RBI helps with the demand side factor and Government of India helps with the supply side factor here. Next. Jobless growth can be caused by a variety of economic factors that include in a growing economy, a structural factor, stringent labor laws, a strong reliance on capital intensive industries. So question is asking, the jobless growth can be caused by a variety of economic factors which include which of the following? A, B, C or D? So which of the following is true? Okay. And the right answer is all of the above. All of the above are there that caused by that are the economic factor because of which jobless growth have been seen. We have structural factors, the stringent labor laws are there, strong reliance on the capital intensive industry we have. So right answer is your D option, all. Okay, now as per RBI's report on currency and finance 2021-22, it will take India more than dash to recover from COVID-19 losses. So I have told you the year, that RBI have given under its report, that was 2034-35. By this year, India will be recovering from the COVID-19 losses. Okay, but how many years? That is 13 years. So according to RBI, India will take 13 years to recover from your COVID-19 losses. So right answer we have is B. Okay, next. Migration is often outcome of a series of factors that are worsened by changing environmental condition as well as developmental and demographic situation. What are those factors? So migrate or migration means when the people started leaving from first place and shifting to the another. Let's say when people came from rural area to urban area for having a better livelihood, for having a better resources to live or making their life better, having a good living standard. For all these purpose, when the people are shifting from rural area to urban area, that's the migration. We also have a reverse migration. Reverse migration means people from urban area going back to rural area. And this happened at the time of pandemic. What happened? Lockdown was there. Those people who came to the cities, who came to the urban areas to earn or to get a better opportunity to job, they started going back to their villages, because at the time of lockdown they were not able to survive, they were not able to pay their rent, and the landlords had made it worse for them to live there. So they started going back to their homes. That's the reverse migration. So what factors are these which create this situation for the people that they do migrate from one place to another? Is it economic factor? Is it social factor? Is it political factor? A, B, C or D? Which of the following is it? Okay. So the right answer is all. There is economic factor, that there is no job opportunities, there is no money in the rural area, etc. Social factor, the particular area have the certain caste living there and the people are not accepting you. Let's say you are living in, this happens still. If you are living in a particular area, there is a people who are from the same culture, from the same religion, and you belong to the different, then you cannot survive there. So that's one of the reason. Political reason is there. Let's say from wherever from you belongs to, there is a certain religion, the certain caste, the certain culture is there that have been accepted by the people, and there are a lot of people from that particular background only, that particular religion or whatever. And the political sources are also helping them. Let's say, for example, something injustice happened with you. You went to the police station and asking them to help you out, but they are not helping you out because they already have made their ways through the certain religion and the maximum people from that particular group. So like you are fed up from the justice, let's say for example, from the political system there, the parties we are having in that particular area, who are not supporting you, who are not doing justice with you, or let's say for example the political system as well as your legal system. In that situation you can move from one place to another, and the right answer is D. Okay, right answer is D, all of these factors. Now the solution to jobless growth, how to remove this jobless growth issue in the countries. First, encourage entrepreneur instance through programs such as Startup India, Stand Up India, like promote people to start their own business. Reform the education system to develop the desired skill set. Promote labor intensive industries such as food processing, textile. So which of the following is there which help you to remove the jobless growth from the country? A, B, C or D? The solution to jobless growth. A, B, C or D? And the right answer here we have is D. 1, 2, 3. All these can be done to remove the jobless growth from the country. Okay, the solution to jobless growth is to all of the above. Now, India has one of the world's dash growing economies. It also has one of the most dash societies. So you have to answer which of the following is true. The slowest, fastest, there are two options. Equal or unequal, there are two options for both the blanks. So India has one of the world's growing economies. So as per IMF, India is the fastest growing economy in the world. So it means option number C and DA have been removed, eliminated. Now, it also has one of the most dash society. We have an equal society or we have an unequal society. So it's true that India is right now fastest growing economy in the world, but India also have most unequal society, because you can find out there is a gender inequality, there is a distribution of wealth inequality, there is an income inequality. So a lot of inequalities are there in the economy, and that have been seen in the report. It's not like we are just saying it that there is an inequality in the country. No, as per the reports issued by international organization, we have faced that India is one of the most unequal society. So the right answer we have here is D. Okay, as per IMF World Economic Outlook, April 2022 means the world's fastest growing major economy we have just discussed. Which economy is it? India. India is the most or the fastest growing economy in the world. Okay, so right answer will be A. Now, so this is what we have discussed about the issues facing Indian economy. Now let me know in the comment section how many answers you have given correct. Okay, let me know that. If you are watching recorded session on the regular basis, then do also let me know in the comment section like how many answers you have given correct. And if you have doubt in any session, just do drop your message on the comment section that this is your doubt. I will be checking your comment and answer there. Apart from that, I want to inform you all that we have started the Achievers batch. Now what we have started? We have started the Achievers batch. This Achievers batch started from 8th of December when we had orientation class, and from 11th of December we have started the comprehensive study of your IE, IFS and retail banking and wealth management. 2 subjects have been started. Okay. And there is a Mahapack as well that will provide all the benefit of Achievers batch plus mini and Maha marathon plus your all upcoming batches. This is the benefit of Mahapack. Now how to enroll? To enroll, first of all, you have to download the Adda 24/7 application. Then go to the home page. Find the exam category, that will be JAIIB, CIB. Okay. After that, go to the JAIIB May 2024. Click on the view all option. Check all the batches here. The Mahapack, the Achievers batch, individual subject batches, everything is available. How to enroll? Just click on the batch, Do read all the details. What are the offerings of the product? You can see the product includes what, the package includes what, that will be given to you. You can find the study plan. 2 subjects have been started. Both the study plan is available. After checking all this, click on the buy now option. And if you use this code, you will get 75% discount. For more than that discount, you have to use the code Y496 and then go to apply. When you apply, you will find here 77% discount. 1% additional discount will be available if you use the coins on the application. Here you will get 78% discount, 9-month validity by using the code Y496. Okay, so this is how you can enroll in any batches. The same process you have to use, and the same code will be applied to all batches. Okay, so this is all for today. Today we have completed your module A of IFS. So there are 11 units in module A, and every unit we have discussed here. Okay, so this is all for today. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section, you all know. And to join these sessions regularly, first subscribe the Officers at 24/7 channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification be properly provided to you. Okay, apart from that, if you have any such kind of doubt when to join this session, so at 6 AM we having PPB session, and at 7 PM we are having IEFS session. Both sessions are available live for English medium candidates, so do join them. If you are not able to join the live sessions because you have the paid classes at the same time, then you can watch the recording. The playlist is available on the channel as well. Okay, so this is all for today. Thank you all for joining the session, and see you in the next class. Take care everyone.